What is up, guys and gals? It's me, Thomas, fan of 1 year, and today we are back at it again with another Transformer figure review, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers 2024 crossover. Yeah, the package is a little busted, but we're going to be taking a look at the crossover, the 2024 crossover of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles and Generation 1 of Transformers. So, this is called Party Wallop. Before we get into this, though, my box is extremely, banged up and destroyed. Target did not put any thought and care into handling this at all in the slightest. However, the box is cool enough to actually get its own little vignette, if I have to literally say so. So, coolest part about this box is I think the plastic shell covering. Firstly, I like that. Yeah, we're gonna move Party Wallop out of the way here for just a second so we can take a look at this real quick. On the front here, you've got the pizza cross with the 2024, with the party wagon, and with Autobot logo. More Than Meets the Eye collaborative series 2024, the whole gist. Yeah, so you've got that, and I like that. Like I said, the plastic shell piece is what really did it for me. It's like this turtle shell that's like Cybertronian and all. I like that. On the side here, you get to see all the accessories that come with it in the box, which are kind of nice, that we actually get to see all of them. And then on this one side here, you get the whole van, which is Party Wallop, which is just a regular old turtle. However, if you saw all of the accessories on the side here, you can literally swap out the head and the weapons, and you can totally turn them into all four of the characters. Now, you can't have all four of the characters at the same time. They don't pack four turtles into this set. However, if you do feel like buying four of these and individually having four turtles, that's great. I don't hold that against you. However, I'm a broke 20-year-old, so I don't really think that's something that's, going to be relative to later on. However, I want to point something else out really quickly here. Is that we have on, hold on here, let me see if I can scooch out just a bit so we can get that looking into it. Okay, so on this side here, we have 40 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and on this side of the bottom, on the right side, we have the 40 years of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles here at the top, and at the bottom, we have the 40 years of Transformers at the top. I think this was a wonderful collaborative crossover. I'm just a little miffed that it took them this long to do that one, and instead of giving us, the Mystery Machine, they gave us this, which I'm not complaining about. I'm not complaining about at all. Not even in the slightest am I complaining. I loved the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Cowabunga, dude. Frickin' rock on. Or cowabunga, dude. The whole thing. Anyways, the idea is that this is Party Wallop, and Party Wallop turns into all the turtles, and so. But yeah. In terms of his accessories, like I said, there's a bunch of them, and there's only two that we really need to remove in order for the transformation to be fluent, which is these bottom ones, and they just tab in Raphael's size. They tab into these ports underneath right here, and the swords have these two little notches on the side, on both sides of the sword here, where you can just take them and you can shove those tabs right on in there, and there is little spaces where you can see the blades will just kind of fit. So we're going to remove the weapons off to the side for a brief second here, because the rest of them you can actually have on him when you transform him, but we're not going to transform him just quite yet. So anywho, one thing I would like to take a look at is the front of the van here. So on the front of the van, it says Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, which is quite nice. But if you flip it over, it's a pizza. I love this idea. I'm so grateful I'm glad they did this. So I can't complain. I really cannot complain. So this is one of those times where it's like I love the way that they did this. So these guns here in the vehicle mode are blast effects compatible. So if you have your blast effects much like I do here, you can just take them and you can just port those right there and port it on the other side as well. And there you have the there you have the party wagon all gunned up and shooting it away and all that kind of cool stuff. So yeah, remove these. Oh, don't want to do that. Ooh. But anyways, Now it's time for, y'all know it, it's time for scale comparisons. That's right, it's time for the scale comparisons. So we're going to scooch this guy off to the side here, and we're going to bring in the scale comparisons. And here we have, I believe this is the 2020 or 2019 crossover. No, this is the Ghostbusters Afterlife, so this was 2021 to 2022. This is the Ectotron from the Transformers crossover. Here he is with the 2020. I think this was the 2020 crossover. I can't remember which one, but here he is with Gigawatt. And because they teased this at the end of Rise, they teased something cool at the end of Rise of the Beasts. I'm hoping we get more of these in the future, so long as they're movie figures. Here he is with the Studio Series Rise of the Beasts, Optimus Prime. And spoiler alert, if you have not seen Rise of the Beasts yet, you need to watch it all the way to the end, because if you did not catch what I just said, then you're going to be completely missing out on the next live-action Transformers movie, because the next live-action Transformers movie is supposedly going to have crossover with G.I. Joe. So, yeah. And here he is with one of our previous reviews. Here he is with Prime Changers Transformers 1 Alpha Trion. See how these two modern figures stack up against each other. Obviously, one's meant for kids. Obviously, one's meant for collectors. So, there's that. Now we can get into the transformation, and the transformation is actually quite simple, stupid, easy, okay? So in order to do it, you're going to want to undo this. At least I like to do this first. You don't have to, but you can. There is a peg, and there's a port right here. So if you do want to leave it in, you can just shove that right back on in, and it will just stay put for the majority of the transformation. But for me, I like to remove it just because it makes my life a whole heck of a lot easier. So now that we've done that, we're going to do Party Wallop first, and then we're going to show off Leonardo, and that's pretty much the only one we're going to really show off, because, I mean, if I spent the whole time turning it into every single turtle, we'd be here for about an hour. So we're just going to get started with the transformation. So to start this off, you're going to take this panel here. It's on a double hinge. You're going to hinge that out right there and bring it all the way up. Next, you're going to take this panel here and just untab it and undo it like that, and you're going to then bring this all the way out to the side like that. Do the same thing on the other side. You're going to just pop this up, close that up. Now it's got wings. Take this, bring it back. Take this, bring those all the way back to the side like that, and there you have that going on. Now you're going to come to the top section. You're going to bring these guns all the way back for now. Just for now. You're not going to leave them there, but you're just going to bring it all the way back just for a brief moment, so that way we can take these panels here, lift them up, do the same thing on the other side, and then we can just detach the backpack, and then we can work on the rest of this. So now we're going to split all of this down the middle, and then we're going to take this, untab it. There is a tab that goes right on into this slot right in there. And you're going to just do that on both sides, and then you're going to take this entire waist section, and that's just going to come all the way down. Then you're going to take these pieces, bring them all the way to the side. I like to shove them all the way down to right around there. You're going to want to leave it open just enough, because you're going to take these leg pieces, and you're going to bring it all the way back till you hear it kind of softly thoop into place. And that's because there is a little groove section here that is designed to go over this. So it's a tab and slot connection that's very unique to this figure. So once you do that, give it a little tiny push, and then it should be safely secure. Flip out the heel spur, fold in the wheel, and there you have a leg all done. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. Flip out the heel spur. Obviously, we're just doing stuff out of order. Push that in, tap that in, close that down, fold up the wheel, and there's the legs all done. It's coming together, folks. It's coming together. Just bear with us. Next, you're going to take these arm sections here, bring them all the way out, and then bring it down, and then take this window piece, bring it all the way back, and that will straighten out the hand. And the hand is on a swivel joint or a mushroom peg if you really want to get too technical. Take these shoulder pads, swing them out to the side, and bring them down like so. Do the same thing on the other side with this windowed arm like that. I'll swing this out to the side just a smidge. Take that, fold it down, pull this down and up, and then take this, fold that down. And then you're going to take these two yellow pieces and we're going to just close this all up. And obviously you can see where some stuff is being stored. Then you're going to take this whole thing. It's on a double hinge. Bring it down. Don't tab anything in quite just yet. Flip up the head. The head's a little bit on a harder type of ratchet joint. And then you're going to take this. You're going to basically take this top bit, and there's a little tab section that's going to fit into this groove, not at the back of the head, but at the back of the neck, or at the torso, if I have to really put a name to it. So take that and just clip that all in. Make sure everything is nice and tight and secure. You're going to take these guns, bring them all the way up, and then once again, we're going to come back to bringing this piece in, and we're going to just push that on in right there. And there, hold on here. We're going to put all of the weapons back on him real quickly. So in order to store the swords in robot mode, there are grooves on the side here where you're just going to take these and you're going to just rotate it around so the handle's facing up. It's like a traditional katana. Oh, I missed a step too. Take these little red light pieces and fold them up. So take this piece right here, do that, and then you're going to remember those there was that tab section with these grooves. You're going to take these. You're going to take Raph's size, and you're going to just shove them right on into that groove right there. So do the same thing on the other side. And are we done? I think we're done. We are done. There you have the Party Wallop in his robot mode. And honestly, I don't hate it. I definitely don't hate it, okay? I definitely love the whole samurai gist thing we got going on here. I love it. I think it's neat. I think it's cool. I just don't think it works for this particular character, which would be just the regular plain old turtle. But at the same time, I like the fact that there is some playability to this thing. So let's continue on with that. Basically, now we can get into the scale comparisons. We'll get into the accessories. We'll show off Leonardo, and then we will get into the final thoughts and ranking of the figure. So in order to turn this into Leonardo, what you're going to do is you're going to basically come to the front end of the party bus, and you're going to just rip it off. And there is a little peg down here where you can just fold this down. And what I like to do is I like to put it on the hand, so that way it's more of like a shield. So there's that. And then you're going to come to the backpack section, and you're just going to kind of undo everything you did in the transformation. That is one issue I do have with this figure, is that these sides do not like to stay in at all for whatever reason. Then I suppose the only way you could really do this is to just take the legs and just kind of shove them forward a little bit. And then bring him back on that backpack hinge, and then we can open this all up and we can show off all the other accessories. So we have Donatello's staff in here, and in order to transform that, it's very, very easy. You just take, just a simple hinge, and I break things as you know, on camera. But basically, it's a hinge joint and a hinge joint, and there you have Donatello's staff. And to store it back up, you just close it back up like this. There's a groove. There's a tab piece right here. It's just going to line right up and fit right inside. So there's that. And we're going to pop out Leonardo's head. And there are all four of them. There's Michelangelo, Donatello, and Raphael. And then you close this all back up once you're done. And then in order to swap the head, you literally just pull it right off. Just comes off pretty easy. It's on a simple peg. Take the head once more, and you just clip it right on top, and then you place the other head back on this right here, so that way everything just stays kind of nice and secure. So do that. And the belt buckle, you are going to change it. It does rotate, so when you're in the normal mode you can have it like that, but unfortunately we had it on Leonardo the whole time, but we wouldn't have known that because this was in the way. So I'm going to change the belt to Leonardo. And then we're going to straighten out the legs one more time. And then make sure everything stays put. It just doesn't want to stay put today. I just don't understand why. So, but you are going to untab the swords. And you're going to bring them out and down. Make sure all of this goes back the way it was. So that way, when we go back into when we try to put things back, it won't be so bad. So now let's lift up the shoulder pad. That is one thing I do not like about this figure, is that you have to lift up the shoulder pad in order to lift up the arm. And this is where Mikey's nunchucks are stored, are underneath the shoulder pads, and they are not molded. They are free forming, so you can totally just swing them around if you want to. You don't have to, but you can. So let's put that one right back there, and we'll put this one right back here. So that's how they store. And as per the instructions, you're not supposed to have this here. You're supposed to take this and you're supposed to just toss it off to the side. However, that's the only place. That is truly the only place you can really do anything with it. So we'll give him the swords real quick. Then there we go. There's Leonardo, or Party Wallop Leonardo, in his robot mode, and I think it's nice. I love it. I love the whole idea and gimmick of there being a transformable Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. I love it. And I love that it even turns into their party wagon. I totally love that. It's awesome. So, anywho, let's get into some scale comparisons real quick, because y'all know we love those. So, here he is next to crossover Ectotron. Voyager Ectotron. This guy is roughly the size of a Voyager when he's in robot mode, but he comes in a weird leader class size deluxe packaging. So, yeah. Here he is next to deluxe class Gigawatt. Here he is next to Rise of the Beast Studio Series Prime. And here he is with one of our previous reviews. Here he is next to the Prime Changers Deluxe Alpha Trion. So, final thoughts on this guy. Well, it's nice. It's big. It's bulky. It feels like a somewhat G1-ish toy, or something that came out of Studio Series 86. However, I feel it was a little too late. I'm going to be honest with you, Hasbro. I feel like this figure was a little late. You guys were a little late to the punch with this figure. Like, you guys had been dicking around with Stranger Things and the two releases of Ectotron, and we might be getting a third one now for Frozen Empire. There's so much garbage going on with their crossover stuff. It's so difficult to pick and choose what's really good and what's not good. Like, for example, I consider this good. I consider this amazing. If I was to rank this thing, I'm going to probably rank this thing somewhere a good 9. The only thing that I do not like about this is the fact that, number one, these two accessories are the only accessories right here that you have to take them out of where they would be in robot mode, and you would have to seriously place them where you are not in robot mode, in vehicle mode, and place them where you want in robot mode. That's something I do not like. Now, the swords, you could probably get away with that, but the size, you don't want those hanging off of his freaking thighs. You don't want the size hanging off of the thighs. So yeah, you don't want that. And another thing is I do and do not like this parts forming. I mean, it's technically not parts forming if you just, if we just technically just do that. But who wants a Leonardo with the front of their cab looking like this? No, you want it looking like that. So, and I do like the fact that this does turn into a shield, and I do like the fact that the shield emblem turns into a pizza. So, I can't complain on a lot of things that are going on with this entire set here. So, I feel a 9 is well deserved. I feel a 9 is very, very, very well deserved. So, that is my final ranking for this. And this is Thomas Fan 01 saying, do not forget to check out... Firstly, do not forget to subscribe for more content. Don't forget to leave a like on this video. Do not forget to check out not Optination. We're no longer checking him out anymore. Please do not forget to check out Jordy's Rail Videos, Patrick with the Y, iStar552, Bravely Gigi, iStar552, The Good, the Bad, the Awesome, New York Toy Hunter, and I think I said Take Along Productions already, but anyways, those are all the people you should go check out. Yeah. So this is Thomas Fan 01 saying, do not forget to keep playing with your toys. Don't forget it, guys.